Hey guys, so just a quick little video today. As some of you may know, the new version of Microsoft Flight Simulator just came out. This is a game that I've been playing since 1982. It's one of the things that got me into aviation in the first place. I'm now an actual pilot, but this is a game that appeals to a lot of different types of people. And I've been meaning to do a full review on it after it came out. That's going to take me a little while. Yes, it's going to be a little later than some. But I had to buy this game. I didn't get on the pre-release list or, any of the other special kind of PR lists that Microsoft keeps. So I bought the game like everybody else. I have it now, and I'm just going to do a quick little initial thoughts on it for you, and just kind of show you what's going on with the new sim. So let's just take a look. Okay, so here we go in the main interface, and as you can see, I've got my system set here for 1920 by 1080. I actually at this point have a giant curved monitor that I'll show you in a separate photo or whatever, but just for the sake of YouTube, which doesn't support extremely wide aspect ratios very well, or maybe they do, I don't know, but most people don't have a display like that. So I've got it set 1920 by 1080. I've got the graphics options set to custom, and that's because every time I try to set it to ultra, my system crashes. It crashes sometimes in custom and sometimes in very high as well, so I don't know what that's about, but it seems to do better when I have certain things not at their highest settings. Anyway, I'm gonna just kind of take off here and show you some stuff, I guess. This is the list of planes. I have the premium deluxe version. There's quite a few planes in here in the premium deluxe version. Unfortunately, for me anyway, there is not a plane that I specifically know how to fly. So you're gonna see me kind of flailing around here like a non-pilot probably, but the Diamond DA62 is sort of close to what I fly, which right now I'm flying a Seminole. But I have also flown the DA40. There is a DA40 in here, a couple of them actually. There's the NG and the TDI. Those are not the variants that I have flown, so they're still a little different. And anyway, I don't really want to fly one of those right now because I've got a check ride in a Seminole coming up and I don't want to mess myself up. Anyway, so Falcon Field in Mesa is the airport that I fly out of. And I'm going to actually start at parking just so you can see, or I can describe to you how realistic it actually is. So I'm going to start kind of where we actually park in real life, and you can actually do that in this game. So let's just, well, let me check the flight conditions here. I've got it preset. I don't know. Let's just go live. There's all these options. I'm going to go through all these in my actual review. This time is wrong, and I don't know how to fix this. The game doesn't seem to know that Arizona does not have daylight savings time, so it's always an hour off, which is annoying. But anyway, let's go back here and we will just click to fly. Now the load times are ridiculous, so I'm probably gonna have to cut this, and I'll get back to you once we are kind of set up on the ramp. So again, just on these load times, it's it's been about a minute already, and I did cut a bit. I actually bought a brand new NVMe SSD just for this game because I knew it was going to be like this. Flight Simulator 10 is similar, X-Plane is similar. All the flight sims have really long load times, and this has got to be the longest because I've got a really fast SSD in there now, and it took about 2 minutes to load that. So anyway, we're here. This is Falcon Field. It looks similar, but there are some differences that I'll just kind of talk about a little bit. It does look great, though. There's no doubt about that. So let's just click ready to fly. We're cold and dark right now. I, again, do not fly this plane, so I'm going to do my best here in terms of doing what I think you got to do. We need power, obviously, and we got to start the engines, so let's figure out how to do that. Left fuel pump on, master on. Let's give it a little bit of throttle, not too much. And let's start that left engine. Doesn't sound right. Let's see. Is it going? Nope. What did I do? Oh, the fuel selector. Here we go. Where is the fuel selector in this plane? Where is it? Alright, I'm probably going to have to cut here because I got to find the fuel selector. Oh, it's this one. It's just... There we go. There we go. It's cross feed. Whoops. Get back up there. There we go. Now we should be in business. There we go.
Falcon ground, Diamond Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra, requesting pushback.
I'm not requesting pushback. Damn it. We don't have pushback at Falcon Field, that's one thing. But whatever, if they're going to push me back, this guy's going to come and push me back. We just go straight out. There's no need for pushback. So normally in real life, we actually park kind of over here. The game doesn't have those spots, which is fine, but there's no pushback. You just go straight out onto this line and then you call for taxi, basically. This is the markings here. It's not quite the way the real airport is. There's a spot here that you have to stop at, and then you call for taxi here. It's not actually over here that you do that, but whatever. It's it's pretty close. This is a towered airport. The tower is like somewhere in this area. There's no tower in the game here, so I don't know. They should add that. Every towered airport has a tower. Anyway, these lights are not here, but whatever. Is this guy? Oh, I think my parking brake is on. That's why we're going so slow. And I don't want you pushing me straight back, man.
Falcon ground, Diamond Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra,
Okay.
requesting the end of pushback.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but I should have turned the strobe on. I've got the AI handling radios because it's just easier that way. I don't.
Falcon ground, Diamond Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra, request taxi for straight out
No, I
departure.
didn't turn my fuel pump on.
Diamond Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra, taxi to and hold short of runway 4 right by a taxiway echo.
And I've got it set.
Tower on 124.6 when ready.
I've got it set to use 4 right because it's just a little more interesting
Taxi to and hold short runway
in terms
4
of
right using
scenery.
taxiway echo Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay. Let me just clear this. We got low voltage. Oh, our alternators. You know, normally we fly with checklists. I'm just kind of doing this off the top of my head. And again, I don't fly this plane. So we need avionics on. What else do we need turned on here? Let's get our taxi lights on and position. And this is one thing that I really wish somebody would fix in a sim, is how to turn the damn knobs. It's so annoying. Okay. 118.25. And every sim does it the same way.
Falcon Airport information, Quebec 2100 Zulu.
I didn't actually turn that on.
Visibility, tree. Sky condition, few clouds at 800 feet, few clouds at 4,000 feet, few clouds at 12,500 feet.
Just give me the altimeter.
Tree 5, 2.10. Altimeter 29.67.
6.7. Wow.
4 right and visual runway 4 left in use.
Looks pretty good. Let's go. Not on the brakes. Not on any kind of line here. Normally you would be, but this is much faster than we'd ever take these turns in real life. Jesus Christ, how fast am I going? Got a taxi light right in the middle of the taxiway. Another one. I wonder if you run over those things, if you're going to crash. Okay, that goes to the run-up area in real life. Whoops. See, look away for 1 second. We're not doing a run-up today. We're just going to get out there and go like bad pilots. Something looks very different here. Again, this is not a handcrafted airport. I'll look at one of those in just a second. Okay, and we're going to call for clearance.
Falcon Tower Diamond Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready for departing straight out at runway 4 right. Diamond Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra cleared for takeoff runway 4 right, departing straight out approved.
Okay, we're cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff runway 4 right, Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Approach is clear. And there should be a sign saying 4 right there, but I'm going to call this 4 right identified. Okay, let's make sure we're ready. I've got, normally you wouldn't do this on the runway, but let's see. Timer, I'm not going to start the timer. I'm not using any nav aids. Let's just go. Let's go, hope for the best. Let's get some flaps. Flaps are not technically necessary. Well, I don't know about this plane. Most small planes, you don't actually need them on takeoff, but we'll use them, because why not? All right. Spool up to 40% or so. Everything looks good. Let's go. Again, well, you can kind of see the 4, the real 4 through the runway there, and the actual center line. Well, every plane in this game just feels like a pig on takeoff. I don't know what that's about. Okay, airspeed's technically alive. Whoa. And engine instruments look good. And I don't know what rotation speed is. I assume it's around here. There we go. Positive rate. Gear up. And let's clear this caution. That's just for the pitot heat and the voltage. Alright, let's get outside. So, there's a big Boeing plant right here. That's actually what that looks like. Giant parking lot that causes us all kinds of thermals. This golf course is really here. Over here we've got Red Mountain. This little mound here is actually there in real life. That causes us to have to be a little careful on base to final when we're landing that way. I don't know what the climb speed is supposed to be in this plane, but let's get the flaps up. Pull back on power a little bit. And all this stuff looks pretty much exactly right. You could definitely fly actual VFR in this game using real VFR waypoints. I don't know if it's my yoke or the way I have it set up or whatever, but everything is very, very twitchy. And yes, I'm using a yoke. Diamond planes don't generally use yokes. They use a stick, which I've heard in some of my other videos, people complain, why are you using a crappy joystick instead of a yoke? Well, because Diamonds don't use yokes, but I'm using one today because I'm still kind of practicing an X-plane in a Seminole. Now, if you see here, this line here, this is Bing Maps. different colors in Bing Maps. This imagery was taken at different times, so you're going to see that at various places in the game. It's a little ugly, but I don't know. Hopefully they'll smooth that out over time, but there's a clear line here in the colors. There's Red Mountain. It looks pretty much like that. Now, is he going to set my transponder for me? Ah, he did. Nice. Okay, we can turn our fuel pumps off. Well, we'll leave them on in ascent. Well, I'm gonna say my ascent is done. So let's pull some power back. Let's get the trim out. And we'll turn our fuel pumps off. And now we're descending for some reason. Landing light. We'll leave our position and strobe on. This is not a complex airplane, so we don't have to worry about mixture and prop. Let's just not crash into the ground. You see it's got kind of a realistic, like, whiteout effect when you're looking at the instruments. I like that. The lighting effects in this game are amazing. And this is pretty much what it looks like. Let's now I will say X-Plane, if you have Ortho for XP installed like I do, it really doesn't look any worse than this. So then it's just a matter of different things that each sim can do. And there are some things that you can do in X-Plane that you can't do in this sim, at least right now. And one of those is connect 4Flight or any other electronic flight bag moving map type app directly to the sim. Which, that's one thing I wish I could do. I do it all the time in X-Plane, so I can check my track logs and stuff like that. Did I pass what I was looking for here? I definitely did. All right, let's make a quick turn back around. I was trying to see if one particular VFR waypoint was there. Let's just steep turn it back around. So you may have seen that I had it on live traffic. I don't know where it's getting the data for live traffic. Last night when I was flying to Las Vegas, there was some traffic. Who am I on with right now? I'm on Phoenix Approach. I haven't really heard anybody. There definitely is more traffic than this in real life. So there's something not working properly, maybe, with that. I'm going the wrong way right now. Let's get over here. I think this is what I'm looking for. There's a fountain. Giant fountain. I just want to see if it's actually, or how it's modeled in the game. That might be it. It's obviously not fountaining. And in terms of frame rates, things like that, I don't know. I will do a frame rate monitor somehow when I do the review. Yeah, that's the fountain. See, the water looks really nice. The fountain itself is not rendered at all. Anyway, all this looks great. I mean, look at that. This is not like a... This is all just automatically generated. And that looks exactly the way it looks as far as what I remember. I mean, I don't fly over this every day. We're not supposed to fly this low over these neighborhoods. These people get mad. But anyway, let's just try a quick airliner and see how that is. I know, again, in the airliners, the autopilot is just, it's a disaster. But here, let's go back. Okay, so first, let's try, 747 is the obvious choice, but I haven't tried, let's try the Airbus. Because I actually have a little bit of experience flying a full flight sim. The Airbus A320. Let's take off out of San Francisco. 28 right. Yeah, I used to live off the end of this runway actually. So that'll be nice to see. And more loading. So I'll come back.
San Francisco Tower, Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 at runway 28 right, ready for takeoff straight up
Okay,
approach.
so this is, we're crashing. Okay, well, I'll get that restarted and get back to you. Okay, so hopefully we're back.
Cleared for takeoff runway 28 right, Airbus tree 20.
And we're cleared for takeoff, departing straight out. Let's see if I got everything set up. I don't know what I'm supposed to set up here. Gears down, that's good. Where are the flaps? Flaps look like they're set at 5. Where's that? Okay, yeah. What else? I don't know. I should set the altimeter, but I'm not gonna bother with that. That's really bad piloting. Just don't listen to anything I'm saying right now. This is just for the game. Okay, so you see there is some traffic out there. Delta 1439. What's this one? Southwest 394. You could probably look those up on Flight Radar 24, and they're gonna be there. Look at that. That's actually, it's maybe a little overdone. That air coming out of the.
San Francisco Tower, core and air 254.
Okay, whatever. Let's get going. See if I can find my house. I probably need to take the parking brake off again. Oh, he's coming in. We got to get out of here. Corin Air? What the hell? Every plane in this game seems to have a left turning tendency, whether it's single, double engine, however many engines. It's rotating on its own. All right, let's go. It's not a smooth rotation. Positive rate, gear up. Let's look outside.
Airbus 320, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. San Francisco Tower,
Where the heck did I live? Oh, maybe I lived over here, actually. No, that's not right. Yeah, I'm a little steep. I think I lived in here somewhere. Or maybe here. Anyway. Losing speed. What the hell's going on? Alright. Put the nose down. Climb thrust. And we're flying out over the ocean. There's San Francisco over there. Let's make a turn. Looks pretty much like San Francisco. Let's get outside.
2,500. Normal approach Airbus Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 is type Airbus A20 and 6 miles southwest of November Golf Zulu. Request flight following.
Flight following in an A320.
Normal approach. Squawk 5571. Squawk 5571 Airbus 320. Airbus 320 radar contact 5 miles west of November Golf Zulu 1,900 feet.
Looks pretty good.
Copy Airbus 320.
You do see it kind of hitching up a little bit.
X-ray 320. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320.
But that looks really good.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Cleared through Charlie airspace, Airbus 320.
Let's see if this thing has the various protections that the A320s actually have. Nope. Can't do that in an A320. Let's see if I can stall it.
Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 Oakland Center. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Well, that's kind of cool. So I don't know,
Bravo airspace, Airbus 320.
in the real plane, I don't know exactly how the stall protection works, but it was raising my throttle
Local approach on 125
and seemed to be keeping my nose low enough not to stall.
125.35 Airbus 320.
So that's cool, and that's just in a,
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320.
you know, this is an included airplane. So there's a lot of nice detail in these default airplanes. But you shouldn't be able to do this. So that's about it for my initial impressions. What did you think of how the game looks and plays? Feel free to leave a comment below and let me know. I know there's a lot of other videos out there already about this game, and it is a game, let's face it. I don't think from looking at it so far that you could use it really that much more than you could a sim like X-Plane for actual training. I'm sure there's certain things you can do, procedures, things like that, things that I've talked about in other videos. And it does have actual VFR waypoints that you can use, so that's cool. But in terms of how it flies, things that it's missing, things that don't work quite the way they do in real life, that's going to be a little more problematic. But it's still a lot of fun, and it looks great, and you can go anywhere in the world. I just showed you 2 places today, both of which are in the west of the United States, but I can't wait to just get in there. I'm gonna be spending probably hundreds of hours in here just going to different airports that I've never been to and just seeing what they look like. So that'll be cool, and I'm really looking forward to spending a lot more time in the sim. And you should look forward to my full review, which hopefully will be coming in a couple of weeks. Feel free to buy the game before then. Don't wait for me for that. It is definitely worth it, I'll tell you that right now. But there are going to be little things to nitpick. So anyway, watch for that, and until then, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.